Too many strategies is the fastest way for you to stall growth inside of your business. If you're a coach, consultant, agency owner, or even service provider, this is a really important video for you. If you are looking for a new strategy, you try new strategies consistently or frequently, and you can really understand why your business has stopped growing and why it can accelerate growth. This used to happen to me as well. I used to change strategies, sales strategies, qualification strategies. I would change demand strategies, client acquisition strategies. I would consistently change without realizing that every time I change something, it puts me back to square one. Okay, because when you do something for one time, you actually build that momentum, and then once you reset to something else, you're back to square one, and it's always this like hamster wheel. So within this video, I want you to watch this till the end so I can deliver full value to you. So if this is happening to you currently, your business growth is really stalled and you can't figure out how can you accelerate growth again, what you need to do, then this video really will help you understand what is happening and what you can do to change it and what you can do to actually scale your business, right? So too many strategies is the fastest way to stall growth. Why adding more ideas feels productive but quietly actually stops momentum. So why you will actually learn and why this video is really important to you to stay till the actual end, okay? By end of this video, by end of this actual training, you will understand, number one, why adding more strategies often slows growth instead of actually accelerating it. Number two, why smart, capable founders still get stuck when they have too many options. Number three, the hidden cost of constantly and consistently switching actual strategies. Number four, what growth actually responds to and what it ignores. And number five, finally, how to decide what to focus on so results compound instead of actually reset, and so instead of you going back to square one, okay? This matters because most businesses don't stall from lack of effort. Like a lot of times we think, hey, maybe I need to work harder, maybe I need to push harder, maybe I need extra hours to grow my business, right? But that's not true always. Sometimes they stall from too much direction and not enough structure, right? It's like we're trying to go everywhere, we're trying to do everything just to scale business, and at the end of the day, we don't realize that we haven't gotten anywhere because we have tried too many things, which is at the same time like trying nothing, okay? Because a confused mind loses direction. If your business feels busy but it's not stable, this video and training will explain to you why, okay? First, how this happens to almost every founder. I want to start with a pattern that I see after speaking to so many business owners, after helping over 100 plus coaches, consultants, and agency owners to scale their businesses and seeing a lot of businesses and studying a lot of businesses. Like there's a pattern, right? A founder gets their business working, they get some traction, some clients, also some momentum going, right? And then they do the responsible thing, like once the business starts growing, I need to grow with the business. So they start also learning. They watch videos, they follow smart people. Sometimes even they buy coaching programs. Like I also used to buy coaching programs, which is good. You educate yourself, right? You collect more strategies, you collect more insights, more knowledge, right? And suddenly all of the information you have collected, all the knowledge you have collected, right? You start thinking about ads, content, funnels, partnerships, outbound, webinars, referrals. You even sometimes look at somebody outside, like say YouTube. You may look at Alex Ramosi and you may say, hey, I need to start building content because he's building content. I need to do content, right? And maybe your brand is not even working yet. Maybe your business is not even producing revenue, but you're like, hey, I need to start with content. Okay, rather than actually doubling down on the one strategy that will bring in clients so you can then have more time to focus on content, right? So you maybe look at somebody in the marketplace and somebody says, hey, I'm running this strategy about this funnel, this is how you do ads, right? There's so many strategies out there, but none of these are bad ideas, okay? But something really strange happens, okay? They are doing more, but growth feels slower. Usually when we do more, growth will always slow down because we're not doing the one thing that really is making the big difference. What we're trying to do, we're trying to move the ball with actual wind instead of actually kicking it, okay? So this decisions start to feel heavier because we're trying so many things. Nothing feels fully implemented. That's usually the moment they say, I think I need a better strategy. When actually need is to be less, okay? Because less is simple, less gives you a lot of simplicity and a lot of clarity as well. The same goes for funnels as well. If you have very complex funnels, something's breaks down, you don't even know what to fix. So the same applies here. Less is more. So why more strategies feel like the right move, right? More strategies feel good because they create hope. Each new idea feels like this could be the one. This could be the one that sets my business on the actual map. This could be the one strategy that takes my business to the million a month, even 10K a month, 5K a month, 100K a month, right? Strategies also feel safe. if something doesn't work, you can switch. You don't have to commit long enough to see the actual truth. But growth doesn't respond to variety, right? Growth responds to consistency applied over time. Super important here. I'm going to actually highlight this. Uh, I feel like this is the most important thing that we need to understand. And like this itself will probably show you why most strategies don't work. Because in order for strategy to work, it's not the strategy, it's who is executing the strategy and how long you execute the same strategy. And the question usually about any new strategy you start is not about what the strategy offers, it's like who is it offered to. If you are a founder, you take strategy, you don't see results, and you change different strategy, that means you're not consistent enough to actually see the results. Okay, so growth will never respond to you just trying. Growth responds when you consistently invest the same amount of investment, meaning time or energy or financial investment into over long periods of time in order for you to see the ROI. Okay, every time you change strategy, feedback resets, learning resets, momentum resets, and this is why 2-3 years ago I used to like change strategies without realizing that every time I build momentum, I don't see the results, but like the results could be in the next like 2-3 months if I just keep going. But I wouldn't see the results. What I do, I try a new strategy, I reset back. Okay, I would be back on square one. And then the business never compounds and it restarts. And every time you try a new strategy, you restart. You don't have the compounding effect working in your favor where you compound the actual ROI. Okay, and this is why most of the times we have a lot of opportunities also, right? Just to give you a good example, we have drop shipping, we have affiliate marketing, we have trading, we have so many options to do of how we can make money online. And most of the time, somebody would take one option, they don't see the result, they change. But what they didn't realize is that every time they change, they don't become closer in making money, they actually become farther in making money because they're not consistent enough, okay? So the real cost of strategy hopping. The cost of too many strategies is not just actual time and energy. It costs clarity, confidence, team trust, emotional stability. When nothing is fully committed to, results feel random, decisions feel emotional, and urgency increases. Founders start reacting instead of actually designing. The business becomes really busy, but not effective. And motion replaces progress. And most of the times when we become really emotional, we become busy because we think that, hey, we need to just keep going. We need to do things. And the more things we do, and at least something will work. So it's like literally what we are hoping for, that we throw the entire spaghetti against the wall, something that sticks, and we were just gonna go with it. But in reality, that's not the case. In reality, you have to be consistent with one thing in order for you to actually see results. Okay, even when you don't see results and you are really don't feel motivated to keep going, right, and you really feel like beaten up, you still need to keep going, because only way for you to see the results is to figure out that same strategy, okay, and keep going consistently, because that will start to compound. And over time, most of the times, it's not just because you figured it out, it's because you were consistent with it and it just helped you to break through that next door. Okay, so why most smart founders fall into this trap? This is important. Okay, this problem doesn't happen because founders are lazy, because I know many founders are really hardworking. It happens because they are capable. Okay, capable people can see many options. They understand multiple paths, they spot opportunities everywhere, but growth does not reward intelligence alone. It rewards focus on the right constraint. Seeing many options is strength, chasing many options is weakness. So, growth does not come from strategy, it comes from actual removal. Okay? Here's a simple truth. Most businesses don't need a new strategy, they need to remove friction. They need to remove things that don't serve. Right? If you look at your strategies and you look at what you are doing and you say to yourself, if I don't do this, I still get the same result, then just remove it. Because whatever is extra without being needed to be there, then it's just literally taking more of your time, more of your energy, and it's wasting all of your energy and your time. Okay. So let's say, for example, we have a funnel. Just to give you amazing example. You look at a funnel and you have a couple steps included in the funnel. And let's say you look at one step and you say, hey, do the results really would change if I just remove this actual step? And if the answer is no, you remove it, because that's just wasted energy, wasted actual object. And so you don't want to waste your energy, you don't want to waste your actual time in things that don't actually make any difference. So if you focus on strategies and they don't make really difference, they shouldn't be there. Okay? And I understand the path of thinking, but I really need to try this next strategy because maybe this strategy will be the one that actually helps me to get to that 100K a month, 200K a month, even start me to get me to the 10K a month. In reality, what you need to do is you need to be more consistent and you need to remove friction, remove the actual fog from your actual mind. Remove the fog and focus only on one thing that will help you to become more successful and actually help you to actually grow your business, okay? So, growth usually stalls because demand is inconsistent, conversion is unclear, delivery is overloaded, decisions are emotional, okay? These are the 4 reasons why growth usually stalls and why many businesses can actually grow. So, your main strategy, the only strategy you need to keep an eye on demand, conversion, delivery, and decisions. So, because if you focus really on these 4 things, your business will grow. So there's not need to have other strategies out there. Like you need to have one strategy for demand, one strategy for conversion, one strategy for delivery, one strategy for decision, and execute it for long periods of time. And I promise you, you will see incredible results inside of your business. Adding new strategy doesn't fix these, okay? It hides them. The fastest growing businesses are not the most creative. They are the most disciplined about what they ignore, okay? The one strategy rule that changes everything, okay? Here's a rule that simplifies the actual growth itself. At any moment, your business only needs one primary strategy. Like I already said, one strategy. One strategy that includes all of these 4, okay? Demand, conversion, delivery, and decisions. So at any moment, your business only needs one primary strategy. I'm going to actually highlight that. So not forever, but right now. Everything else is support or actual noise. One strategy means one main source of demand. Okay, so demand, how you actually grab attention, how you get somebody interested. One primary conversion path, one clear delivery flow. That's it. Okay, we already discussed this. One strategy for each. That's it. One main source of how you get clients, one main source of how you convert them, and one way of actually you delivering it. That's it. That's all you need in order for you to actually scale your business. Okay, this creates clear feedback, fast learning, and calm decisions. Because, like I said already, the more you add things, the more noise you add, and the more noise you add to your overall operations as an actual operator, the more confused you will be. The less is actually more. Because the less you add, the faster you can track, the easier to actually spot what is not working, what is working, and it's easier to actually also adapt and change things, okay? So how to know, and also a big thing that I want to mention is like when something is not working, and it's really simple, right? It's easy to see why it wasn't working. And like I mentioned already with the complex funnel, right? Once you have a complex funnel, so many like what's it called, the smart funnel, and you have to jump through so many hoops. Eventually, if something breaks, you really don't know what break, why it broke, and what can you do to fix it, because it could be anything. But a simple strategy, very simple, really helps you to understand what's working, what's not working, because it's really simple. Okay. So how to know what to focus on, very particular here. Okay. Instead of asking what strategy should I try, you should ask yourself, what is the single constraint right now inside of your business? What is the main thing that's stopping you to growing your business? Examples: plenty of leads but low close rate, right? So we have a conversion problem. Strong sales but overwhelmed delivery. We have a delivery problem, so that's what we need to focus on. Inconsistent leads, we have a demand problem, right? We have a one problem, so we need to identify what is the actual problem. Your strategy should exist only to fix that one constraint. That's it. So not all the strategies together, not 6 strategies for fixing one thing, one strategy to only fix one thing, and keep it for long, consistent periods of time, and you will fix it. Anything else is just the actual distraction. Okay, so why less strategy creates more momentum? Momentum is actually fragile, right? It requires repetition, stability, and time. Too many strategies break momentum because nothing runs long enough, results can't compound, and confidence never settles. When you try too many things, you have nothing compounding, and you can build something. It's like literally, to give you a good example, let's say we build a house and we know that we need to literally lay bricks. Let's say I lay 10 bricks and I don't see the house being built faster. And so what I do, I start a new house. And then I lay 10 bricks and I still don't see the full house being finished. And so I have started like hundreds of houses, but none of these houses are finished. Unless I keep long enough to lay all the bricks to fully finish that one house. Okay? Before I move to the next one. So this is a good analogy to actually give you. Okay? So, too many strategies break momentum because nothing runs long enough, results can't compound, and confidence never settles. When founders commit to fewer strategies, systems stabilize, numbers become predictable, decisions slow down in a good way. Okay? So, calm replaces the actually urgency. So, the big thing is what to do next. Okay? If you want growth to restart, do this. List every active strategy in your actual business. Circle the one that actually drives revenue. Pause or remove the actual rest. Improve the one thing for the next 60 to 90 days. Measure only what actually matters. Okay? These 5 steps will probably take your business to the next level. Okay? List every activity, every strategy, everything you do inside of your business. Circle the one that actually drives revenue. Which is the one thing that's currently delivering you revenue in the business? Pause or remove the rest strategies and improve the one thing for the next 60 to 90 days. And then only measure what actually matters is that one strategy and how effective you are and what can you improve to improve the results. Okay? This will feel uncomfortable because it removes options, but options are not leverage. Focus is really leverage, because by focusing on the right thing, you know that you're moving forward. By focusing on everything, you know that you don't know which of these strategies is going to work, right? But when you focus on one thing, you know that that one strategy needs to be for long periods of time, and you really know what's breaking, what's not happening, what can you do, and how can you actually improve. But when you try on everything, you really don't know what is working, what's not working, what you need to focus on, and what needs to happen next. Okay, so a simple model to actually remember: think of growth like pushing a heavy object. Pushing in 5 directions at once doesn't actually move it. Pushing in one direction consistently does. More force is not the answer, aligned force is the answer. Okay, so just to reframe everything we went through: too many strategies don't mean you are ambitious, they mean your business lacks clear center, it lacks actual clarity and direction. Growth doesn't stall because you are missing ideas, it stalls because you are missing commitment to one direction. The goal is not to try everything, the goal is to build something that compounds. Fewer strategies, clear focus, longer timelines. That's how growth restarts. Not by adding more, but by removing what actually doesn't matter. So if you look at all your activities and you see, hey, there's really no difference if I move this or I remove this, then just remove it. If you look at something and say, hey, there's no difference, it's either there or not there, remove it, because it doesn't serve any purpose to you. Okay, so now we went through a lot of things. Now you really understand why too many strategies, why focusing on too many things is actually stalling the growth. If you are interested and you want to really outside help, an outside help for somebody to audit your systems, for somebody to look at your business and really point you in the right direction, what needs to happen, and even somebody that can potentially install a right acquisition system inside of your business to scale your business, we actually offered a free audit call. We jump on a call with you, we audit your entire system. We have our own intelligence hub. In our own intelligence hub, we would actually audit your entire systems inside of your business. We would actually tell you the weak points inside of your business and what needs to actually improve, what you can fix, and what you need to actually focus in order for you to actually scale your business. And if we are a really great fit, we also would actually give you an opportunity to work and partner with us so we can actually build a system for you that will actually help you to scale your business. This is only there if you are really interested, if you are a coach, consultant, agency owner, already have early sales, selling above 2K offer, generating revenue anywhere between minimum 5 to 10K. This offer potentially could be for you, but only if you're really interested in scaling your business, because we only work with really, really serious operators. Okay. If you are interested in that, there's a link down in the description. So now I also what I want you to do is comment down below anything that you need help or any content that you want me to make, or make sure that you also comment that you're going to take action on this. Super important, right? And this is also going to help me to grow channel. It's going to help me to help more people.